the mundane circular economy is pretty much relevant to especially the global south context, because the global south context usually followed by ill-functioning institutions where the policy are most likely a top organized in a top-down approach and somehow undermine or overlook the complex problems or even emerging initiative that happens in the bottom. Hello. Today I would like to share our work on circular economy, and this work has been built since 2021 or so it's almost like 3 years now. And in this work we are introducing the concept of mundane circular economy, in which we define mundane circular economy as a concept that bridge how circular economy has been discussed in academic literatures and how it is applied, how it is practiced in everyday levels. So today I would like to share 3 points on our works on mundane circular economy, and I hope that it could become a starting point to discuss further on this concept, and maybe some of you would like to collaborate in the futures on this project of mundane circular economy. So first of all, I would like to share on the histories. Why do we begin developing this concept of mundane circular economy? So it was starting on my experience 3 years ago. I was invited to be a facilitator of circular economy training, and the participant of this training is not from business players, but they are more like the school principals. So then the idea at the time is you can look at the program. It's called IGPA or IGPA, Indonesia Green Principle Award. I will give you the link below. And then in this training or in this workshop, it is purposefully invite school principals because they want to mainstream circular economy in Indonesia through education institutions, because of course the idea is that education institution will bring much more intergenerational impact on mainstreaming circular economy. So I was one of the facilitator in this training, and first of all I was like really using on literature reviews of circular economy. And then one of the biggest challenges at the time is that how to make the participant understand what is actually circular economy and how can they apply it in their own schools. So I found the first struggle is that the way we discuss circular economy in the academic literature is using too much, difficult word to understand. To be honest, it's a lot of elitist word in defining circular economy, and like for example, closed loop productions. For example, it was really hard for me at that time to translate this concept to the school principals who are actually, a bit of unfamiliar with the discussions. So this kind of, struggle helped, push me or challenge me to find a way to introduce circular economy in a more easy way or in a more mundane way. That's how then we come up with this project. How can we make circular economy mundane language, like just something that can easily be applied in everyday level? Because that's what we want, right? We don't want to just discussing about circular economy, but we want this circular transformation happens not only in the business sectors but also in all sectors, including education sectors. So that was like, a bit of the spirits behind this mundane circular economy. And then what we have working on, I think you can, of course, we have some publications, some blogs and also journal articles that discussing our experience in this IGPA project. But to put it simple, I'll go to my second points on what has been we developed. So then we have developed 3 maps in this Mundane Circular project. And these 3 maps is designed to help school principals at that time. But of course, I think this map can also be utilized by other leader in organization, not only in education, but any leader in organizations. And then what are these 3 maps? The first map is the mundane circular policies. So the idea is we're making this table to give sort of like a very mundane, everyday level decisions that leaders can make to start their circular transformations. And so far, and what is unique about this map is this is a co-creation maps. So I'm not the only one who created this maps or this table. It was co-created with the school principals. That's why I think the second interesting concept from this MCM mundane circular economy is the co-creation of knowledge. So after my first workshop, I was inviting all of the school principals to help me bridging how circular economy has been discussed in the academic literature, and how can we translate this language into a much more mundane language. So that's how we come up with this first map. I think it was around 40 something everyday decisions that leaders can make to start their circular transformation. The second map is on the prioritization map. So, of course, following the discussions about circular economy, we cannot forget the R principles that is trying to, bridge, trying to sort of like give track of circular transformations. Usually, traditionally, we start with 3R: reuse, reduce, reuse, and recycles. And then we added into 2 more R, which is rethink and repair. Of course, right now there's a lot of additional R principles, but what we use in this MCE concept or mundane circular economy is the 5R, which is rethink, reduce, reuse, repair, and then recycles. So we use these 5 principles, and then we co-create one of like everyday decisions that can be made by each of the leaders in their organizations. And then the prioritization map is that a map that is trying to, give a guide to the leader. If you want to start on, circular transformation, which are principles that should be prioritized. So we start this between this 5R, which one should be prioritized. And then the last one, I think this is also one of the most important part, is that on the evaluation of our circular transformation. We have start, for example, you are as a leader, you have start your own circular transformation, and you want to know where is your positions right now, how far you've changed, for example. So we create this third map called the onion ring of circular transformations, where we actually integrate our own work on mundane circular economy with the transformative innovations policy that divided with the MLP multi-level perspective, which divided the change into 3 phases, which is niche building, niche mainstreaming, and unlocking regimes. So these 3 maps are actually what we have working on so far on developing the mundane circular economy, and then we hope that these 3 map can be much more practiced, applied, tested in any kind of training or workshops, because the idea is we want this map to be like a live map, so then then it can also be changed, revised, or we are inviting more contributions from other people who are also want to be part of this project on mundane circular economy. And then the last point, I think, the development of our project. So in our recent publications, we are actually discussing about what has been changed. This is something that I'm still working on right now. We are still this is an ongoing project. We are still working on evaluating our maps and to what extent the change of circular transformation has been conducted so far. So if you are interested to see a more programs or school program that has been conducted, I think I can show you or recommend you 2 pages to be followed. The first one is the IGPA page, which is the Indonesia Green Principle Award page, and then the second one is the Institute of International Studies, where our home institutions on this MCE project. But I could say that this MCE concept has somehow helps the realization of circular transformation in school levels, and the idea is this realization can be seen in a more pluralistic way. So we don't see circular transformation in a linear phase from one R principle to the other R principle, but the idea is school leaders can start their circular transformation from any way as long as they can see the position of their transformation in the onion ring maps. What are the one basic example, for example? For right now, some schools has already started their circular transformation by doing a zero waste policies or doing more green canteens systems, also on green building systems, for example, and some other initiative or program that is following our MCE concept. So that's a bit of updates from today's Focal South episode, and I think what is more significant in this Focal South is that the MCE, the mundane circular economy, is pretty much relevant to especially the global South context, because the global South context usually followed by ill-functioning institutions where the policy are most likely organized in a top-down approach and somehow undermine or overlook the complex problems or even emerging initiative that happens in the bottom of the systems. So this MC, the mundane circular economy, is a way to make a more circular transformation as a bottom-up approach. So thank you so much for listening. See you again sometimes.